Good evening, Mike the MC, bringing you the self-care video. Today I'm going to share a reflection with you on the idea and concept of tolerance. And I think there is a really healthy concept behind this idea where if we want to overcome a past breakup, moving forward, maybe asking somebody out, or say we're looking around in the media and we see someone from the past and we're like, oh, and we get a trigger. How do we move past someone that we knew before, someone we may have dated, or maybe a past working agency, something that to overcome a trigger. And social work, those triggers are really something we really keep in mind to help people, because if you can recognize the trigger and kind of like disarm it, it's like, all right, maybe I can move forward now and maybe advance to the next level. So this will be a great topic to discuss. So let's get this started. So this is for me, from my personal perspective, not really from a book, but I just thought of this the other day with the idea of tolerance, where I was just scrolling around through one of the media sites and I realized, whoa, I saw someone I saw from the past. But then I thought, wait a minute, if I'm going to move past that person, okay, how am I going to move past them in a healthy concept? Well, the idea is, I thought, okay, let me just keep going to the sides, look at the other people and see what's on their other profiles and stuff, whatever. It's just a basic example, but I thought, wait a minute, that's a bit of a tolerance, because I realized once I get used to doing that, moving past somebody on a meter or something, and I just can keep moving and looking at new people and ideas, whatever, that helps me develop tolerance. That helps me move past an image that would have got me excited or like, oh, got me fearful, because now I realize, wait, it's just a picture. It's just a picture, like in this camera here. You see me in this 4-square rectangle view, whatever, on your phone, your TV, laptop, whatever. But the thing is, if it's just an image and you just hear my voice, okay, that's giving out some connection from me to you. But if you never knew me, we never had those memories together, okay, it's not so much of a trigger. Where the trigger is, okay, if I knew you, we worked at the same work site, we went on a date, we met each other at church, whatever the situation, social interaction, and we have a memory that we can recall, and maybe it's something that you or I did to somebody that was just negative, and it was like, oh, why did I do that? Something not so smart, right? If I was just messaging somebody when I was having one too many beers or something, right? You know, you could think of things like that, those kind of ideas. And how do you move past a negative memory? And I think the idea I want to share is just tolerance. Like, just, do you think the more that you have the same idea over and over again of that person, eventually it's just going to wear out, and it kind of leads into other topics of relationships. And you think, okay, I've been with this person now for a little while, the honeymoon stage, and now that it's kind of dwindling off away, now that everything's kind of relaxing, kind of taking its breath, now I'm having a new breath. It's like, okay, there's nothing new about the agency, nothing new about this person. I've kind of figured them out a little bit. I can relax a little, and I can now make a move. I could say, oh, can I talk to you about this? Can I bring up this topic? Can I go walking around this environment now that I'm familiar? Now that I have applied for this job, maybe I can apply for another. And so when we overcome the fear of the unknown, that is what gives us the ability to move forward, to talk with others, and to seek out better opportunities. And the thing is, before you get to the fear of unknown, you yourself have to be willing to accept, okay, I can move past a memory, but I have to endure some pain right now in this moment. Maybe I had a breakup with someone. Maybe I had a terrible ending work relationship with somebody. Something that kind of ended off on a bad note, and you want to move forward from that perspective. And the thing is, you can not look at it, or maybe you want to look at it right away and then move forward. It really depends on you, the person, and how you want to accept pain and move forward in life. But for me, it's always been seeing an image, and over time I'm like, okay, I've seen you quite enough, whatever. I don't feel fearful of you anymore. I can now move forward, especially when you talk with them in person in real life. That's another form of tolerance. When you break the boundary, you're not afraid anymore. You are now able to talk to somebody in real life again, because you're not afraid to break the ice. And that is a skill that is so hard to master. A skill that really takes time, especially if you are young. And I would argue that comes over more easily as you age, but maybe not. Maybe when you're young, haven't had the fear or whatever of older adults like me, or in certain situations, maybe you can overcome those serious situations by talking with somebody, an enemy or somebody from the past. someone you had a terrible relationship with before. And if not, it's okay. It takes time to heal these relationships. It takes time for people to come back to you. And I was just thinking on this also, if you don't have a good relationship with somebody from high school or somebody from the past, and then all of a sudden you see them on the media, would you friend them? Would you say hello? I thought about it, so I'll think about it, and maybe I will. And it just depends on your perspective. But if you like where you are moving forward, by all means, protect yourself and have a boundary. And I think with tolerance, especially now in relationships, when we want to find that new, exciting thing in our, with our partner, with our family, bring up an idea, bring up something for your partner to try or do. Right? It could work both ways. Someone could bring up the idea, hey, well, why don't we go over here? Why don't we try this? And the other person's like, okay, let's try something like that, or a variation. It doesn't have to be the exact idea right off the start, right? Just mentioning the idea, and then both of you are working collaboratively on a proposed plan to really make it great, where you both can work together and have fun. Really, I think planning comes into this as well, where you're planning your next move to, how do I overcome fear? How do I overcome something that I see in my life over and over again? And so for me, it's like, okay, if I'm going to go on a date or something, I got to move past all the past relationships and move forward, right? I got to be willing to talk with another lady, somebody that I see, so that I'm not afraid or traumatized. For those who have PTSD, trauma in their life, right? I'm kind of speaking to you in this regard, that you can overcome the past. You can overcome the past. You can make your steps and walk forward. You don't have to feel stuck like you would in the past. You can do good things. And I think as I am now going to conclude the video, I want to share this other thought with you, that as you move forward in life, new things come up, new challenges, but don't be afraid of what's going to come about, as far as, hey, if I don't succeed in this first attempt, don't worry. You can always try again. And that is the beauty of resilience. And that is where the tolerance to move forward and to accept new situations as they come about. That is a beautiful thing. And you will grow, and it will help you the more you venture off into the fear of the unknown, but you yourself are willing and brave to take on the setbacks. So don't let the setbacks define you. You can overcome the past, and you can move forward and become a stronger, unique person and be astounding. So that is for me, Mike the MC, for you all on Tuesday evening. I hope this video finds you well. Don't give up on your life. You can build tolerance. You can overcome the past. And when you do, you will become a much stronger person, and you will find the better person, relationship, and working agency, wherever it is that you're trying to pursue. All right, everybody. Well, have a wonderful time. Take care. Have a good one.